The sun sets on the old for the birth of the new. I'm making this decision with my life to move forward with it. And in this energy right now, I leave it for all of you. In our lives, we have to make the decision to allow the sunset on a chapter for our everyday life experience so that we can experience something new. You might be caught in that loop. And that loop that we get caught in is the ego. But we have to break free of that loop. And when we come out of that loop, that creates the spiral. The spirit is the spiral. For far too long, I could reflect on my everyday life. And I was living so small, just like a lot of you. You know, we're told to live a certain way, act a certain way, try to fit in. But I was never meant to fit in. I was meant to stand out. And as the sun sets tonight, and I'm leaving this message raw in its authenticity, I hope that I can inspire each and every one of you to have the courage to be authentic. In a world full of fake, have the courage to be authentic. You know, sometimes we do want to live authentically, but we tend to live our life walking on eggshells, being concerned, who maybe, we might trigger, because we're actually nice inside. But it's time to grab life and squeeze life, every drop of life, and take it for everything that it's worth. Not everything is a guarantee. So you're going to have to take control of your everyday life. This has always been the motto. And it's time for us to practice what we preach. Practice what you preach, son. You know, I've been on the longest journey. God put me through the ringer. I had my life smashed apart many different times. And it was so that I can rebuild myself better than I was before. Learning the new ways, learning ways that I can teach. I need to move forward with my everyday life. We think that we're in a season for a lifetime, but actually seasons are meant to end. It's time to put an end to seasons that we're not part of anymore. Each and every one of us has the ability to achieve greatness. Each and every one of us has the ability to become better than we ever were before. And we do this by following our heart and our soul. You know, honestly, the past couple months, they have been very difficult on me. But I have been through much worse. And these are the dark nights of the soul that we all go through. And the dark night of the soul teaches us. The dark night of the soul teaches us to grab what is truthfully important in life. Your health is your true wealth. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to teach people about their health, about their wellness. Not aging, but evolving. Why doesn't everyone write that in the comments? I do not age, I evolve. And that has been my journey. A journey of evolution. I have totally evolved every aspect of my life. Physically, mentally, spiritually. I'm better than I've ever been. I had faith in God. I had the inexhaustible belief in myself that I could overcome these things. You know, your finances could be destroyed. How am I going to rebuild? your body can be destroyed, how am I going to rebuild? We can rebuild better than we've ever been. But you're going to have to believe in yourself, and you're going to have to find that place, and you're going to have to go through that dark night of the soul. You're actually going to have several dark nights of the soul on your journey. But when you come out of it, you come out of it better. You come out of it stronger. On my journey, I can't be small. I can't hide anymore. Here I am. A lot of you might resonate with this. You were living like a hidden life. Why were we living a hidden life? And the answer is persecution implants. Each and every one of us were born with persecution implants. So you take this from your ancestors, you take it from your grandparents, your great-grandparents, maybe previous experiences in your life. Maybe you were persecuted in the workplace. Why am I treated this way? And then you move forward with your life, and you're not living in authenticity because you're afraid. You're afraid of being persecuted for being the best there is. Okay, so maybe you could have been at the top in your workplace. Maybe you had goals, you had visions, and you were suppressed. Creativity is so important. The child that survives, the adult that it survives, is the child that survived. You might be an adult. You might be along your journey, and you were told to grow up. I work with the universe. And these are the signs that tell us to be a kid again. The creative adult is the child that survived. And that's what I'm here to do. That's what we're all here to do. We're building new communities. I have built a community. I have built my everyday life. I have rebuilt and restructured everything. And I was able to do this through overcoming the dark nights of the soul. It's not just one. The creative adult is the child that survived. We have the opportunity for greatness. We have the ability to become healthy again. We have the ability to live a life of authenticity. You know, I just hit record, and I wasn't planning on this. This is a moment, and you get a moment to capture the sunset, and today was the day. And for those that gaslight a lot of these things, I'm leaving this so you could go back to this video. This is the new moon. It's a reset. It's a total reset. And the reset is telling us that we can't live small any longer. We can't live hidden any longer. We have to rise up. We have to show the world who we truthfully are. You can't live your everyday life walking on eggshells. I couldn't live my everyday life. You know what happens when you do this? You mess up your gut. You mess up your solar plexus. Every time you shove it down. Every time you shove the emotions down. We don't shove the emotions down. We allow the emotions to release. This is the true ascension journey. I've been seeing this for many years. I've been on this journey. And my voice was kind of shunned, stifled. They try to silence you. But now, the game has changed. Now, each and every one of us will have our voices heard. If you could do something that nobody else can do, would you do it? Or would you be fearful? It's not a time to be fearful anymore. It's a time to be a warrior. Every single day I train. I train physically, I train mentally, and I train spiritually. This is spiritual wellness. Why don't you write that in the comments? This is spiritual wellness. I'm leaving this message in this energy, and I could be real and raw. This was the second hardest time period of my life. Right now, what I've went through, we've all went through it because the energies are shifting us. It's saying, come out. It's saying it's time to shine your light. It's saying it's no more a time for you to hide. It's time for you to come out. It's time for you to show the world what you really got, who you truthfully are. You go through these periods, you go through these trials and tribulations. This is the true ascension. We go on our journey and we reach a level. And in order to break what I have shared is called a frequency fence. Maybe you have gone through this on your journey. To break through that frequency fence, you need drastic changes. The old you must leave. It's time for the new you. We're all doing this together. I feel this, you feel it. But you need to leave this message today knowing that there is no differentiation between your physical wellness, your emotional wellness, and your spiritual wellness. Because your body is going to give you signs. It's going to tell you what's wrong. And in the modern world, we weren't told, or that this is the actual way. When you get to the energetics, when you get to the energetic level, your physical wellness will improve. I went through a transformation in these past couple of months. And many things came to me, many different forms, to show me, look at yourself. What are you doing? And what's important to your everyday life? And then when you sit there, when you analyze, when you allow these things to process, because people aren't processing. They're just worried about going back to work. They're just worrying about the fake reality shows. They're just worried about worthless, mindless relationships. Have a vocation, not a job. Have a true relationship of love and soul connection. These are the changes that we're here to implement. We're not here to sit inside of a box. We're here to become the best there is. I set forth on my journey to be the best there is at everything that I do. This is where our minds have to be. You can't sell yourself short anymore. You have to rise up. This is a brand new start. It's a total reset. But you can't go through these changes if you refuse to make these changes. I see all walks of life from my journey, from what I put out into the world. A lot of people are out of alignment when it comes to God. You need to meet God halfway. And that's what I've done. And I'm here to teach you that. You need to meet God halfway. Because God ain't going to do it for you. And I'm grateful for everything that He put me through. Because I was able to figure it out. I was able to do it myself. God puts us through the dark night of the soul. So we could rise again. So we could have a new foundation. All of this work is about building a foundation. building the core. That's what we're going to be doing on this channel. You have to go inside. You have to go inside. This is the health on the inside, and then go out to the world. That's how it works. Some people, they just put a Band-Aid over something. It's not going to fix it. You need to do the inner work. We have to go inside, and then and only then can we move forward. This was a difficult time period and shift for me. But I understand the lessons. I understand them at a very deep level. It's not easy. I complain. I complain. No, I complain. I do. I complain. I'm not perfect. And I'm here to inspire each and every one of you. We're actually not supposed to be perfect. We're here to be authentic. It's the authentic journey that we're on. I got to enjoy this sunset with all of you. And I move forward with my life, knowing the things that I have accomplished in the past, knowing that God has my back, knowing that as I move forward, I will be able to accomplish all of the new insurmountable things. A lot of things I thought in my life, I said, this is so insurmountable. How am I ever going to do it? How am I ever going to live in paradise? How am I ever going to implement these changes? I did them. And sometimes on our journey, through stress, we take a hit from our physical wellness, which is so important. And I said, I'm going to restore myself. And I did everything that I accomplished. In these energies, and I'm a scientist. I analyze these things, even though they might be considered metaphysical. My pains in the past 2 months, the healing, the physical healing, right? My back, for those that have been part of the channel, the back, I've been talking about the pains in the internal organs. If you are interested in learning how to heal these things, please click the subscribe button. Those pains are all gone. But what I'm dealing with, is the anxiety, the depression, the dark night of the soul. This is happening because our frequency is shifting. Our frequency is changing. When you change on the inside, the outer world will then change. It's on a little bit of a delay. It's on a delay, start today. Doesn't change, guys. It doesn't change. It's on a delay, start today. So, I love each and every one of you. And, ultimately, we are here for our personal journey. And this is something that I needed to overcome. Not fitting into a box, not caring what people thought about me, thinking I needed to fit in. I need to stand out. And I hope that I can inspire each and every one of you to do this and be authentic. I saw this sunset and I knew what tonight was, and I just said, you know what? I'm going to press record. I don't need no teleprompter, kid. I healed myself, and I hope that I can inspire each and every one of you to heal as well. This is our healing journey. This is our ascension journey. And now it's time to ascend to a higher level of existence. Tough times don't last, but tough people do. This is the truth of the dark night of the soul. This is your true ascension journey. If you're new to me, I'm Michael DellaRocca. I'm a YouTube content creator, I'm a motivational speaker, and I'm a wellness influencer. And it's my honor to improve your everyday life. Leave a comment down below. Have you been feeling the intensity? Do you experience the dark night of the soul? This is something that everyone is going to experience, and I could sit here, stand here. It's a long day. Leaving this to all of you. We all go through it. We can overcome it. I love you all. Please click the like button if this video inspires you. Hit the subscribe button. Daily videos, 9 a.m. Eastern time, to help you become the greatest version of yourself. Leave comments below. What are the things that you want to learn about on your journey? And I take all of your input, and that's how God speaks to me. God speaks to me through the people. Become strong again. Become wise and alert again. Become healthy again. This is our mission. Now it's time to take back control of our everyday lives. Believe in yourself today. I have a knack for this. Those that know me, I just let the sun set on my previous version of my life. I said, I'm just going to let the sun set. There we go. The sun sets on one chapter, another chapter begins. I am the defender of our everyday lives. No matter what comes your way, light warriors, just keep going. I love you guys. You will heal. You will restore. You will get through the dark night of the soul so that you can have your final true ascension.